defeated by the young David. But what if Goliath wasn't an exception? What if he was part of a lineage, a people whose existence has been largely erased from our historical records? Not just the Bible, but many other cultures have their own tales of giants. Native American tribes, for example, speak of encounters with giant people who once roamed the Americas. The Choctaw tell of a race of giants who lived in what is now the southeastern United States. Similarly, the Paiutes have legends of a tribe of red-haired giants who, according to legend, were fierce and cannibalistic. Could it be that these stories aren't merely legends but accounts of real beings that once lived on this continent? And if so, what happened to them? Why did they vanish from the earth, leaving only these whispered tales behind? Moving from ancient texts and oral histories to tangible evidence, we find ourselves looking at artifacts like the Paracas skulls. Discovered in Peru, these skulls are a subject of ongoing debate. They have an elongated shape that is unlike any skulls we see in modern human populations, and while some argue that these are the result of deliberate cranial deformation practices, others believe there may be more to the story. Recent DNA analysis of these skulls shows that they possess unique genetic markers that do not match any known human lineage, suggesting that they could indeed represent a distinct group, one perhaps related to the giants we hear about in ancient lore. Skeptics remain unconvinced, attributing the unusual shapes to cultural practices, but even this explanation doesn't account for all the differences. So, could these be relics of an ancient race that has long since disappeared? Could they be evidence of beings who walked the earth with physical traits far beyond our modern understanding? As we move from artifacts to accounts of supposed discoveries, we start encountering even more intriguing evidence. Throughout history, there have been numerous reports of giant skeletons unearthed in various parts of the world. One famous case is the Giant of Castelnau, a skeleton discovered in France in the 19th century, measuring an astounding 3.5 meters, or nearly 12 feet tall. This discovery caused quite a stir at the time, with many claiming it was proof of giants. And yet, after the initial excitement, the finding was dismissed, labeled as a hoax or a misidentification. The bones, some say, were spirited away to an archive where they would be forgotten.